Right.
The
Oh my
plastics
gosh.
industry.
Is Ed or Mike coughing?
Oh, that's me. That's all me.
Are you alright?
Well,
You
if
sound
you
dead.
recall, I asked to delay taping till tonight for this very reason.
I
I was-
do remember. You don't sound better.
No, this is better.
Oh no.
Oh,
no.
uh, yeah, that's why I want to get a show on the road now and not wait till 9 p.m. sharp because I'm like, I want to go to bed.
Yeah, of course, of
I want
course.
to sleep.
I am ready to go whenevs, and I don't think no one else is able to join us tonight, are they? Is it
If
just
they
us
are,
three?
we'll do what we did last time, which worked out awesomely. We'll just improvise their entrance.
Sounds good to me.
To be honest, I want to do that from now on. That worked out. Like I listened to that episode like the next day, and I realized I don't even want to edit the other ones ahead of this. I just want to do that one next.
Nice.
I would have done it this weekend, except I was sick.
Of course.
So unfortunately we have a big, longer than 1 week gap between shows, so that sucks. Because I would have really loved to get that episode edited. It's hilarious. I almost want to just release it as is because it worked out great. But
It is good. I enjoyed making it.
It's
I have a-
good.
I have a confession to make. I think when at one point there was like a truck noise and everyone apparently heard it and was like, "What was that?" And I was like, "What's everyone talking about?" And I realized that the reason I didn't hear it is I'm wearing headphones, so it clearly must have come through my end because I was like, "I hear nothing." And I was patrolling
Some
around
music.
my room, and there's so I feel like every time there's a noise now, and I've been like thinking back to all the times it happened on the show. I'm like, it must have been coming from around me, and I just couldn't hear.
Oh no!
Ah!
All right. Okay. Hi. This is Chimp Knuckles. I'm Mike Devine, and I'm dead.
End the
I'm your
show.
host. You'll
We
hear
should summon him back from the afterlife.
you'll hear alternating sounds of me speaking and then retching. Well, not retching. It's more of a angry cough. I do not have a say in the matter of when I decide to cough. It just decides time to cough, and so I kind of have to flip a coin as to whether I'm going to cough or speak, and sometimes I lose that coin toss. But we'll see how that works. So we've got a show though. At least 2 out of 3 of us are in perfect health, and that's better odds than usual. I'd say if you factor in mental health, that's better odds than usual.
Oh, if we're factoring in mental health, I think 0 out of 3 of us are okay
I think
tonight.
we're all kind of done for it in that case.
Yeah. I think I
Aw.
speak from Ed and myself when I say we've been committed, and we're brought to you right now live out of our padded cell.
No, damn it! You told me you were committed. You were committed to this podcast. You didn't say. That's not what you said.
Double meaning.
Love, 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 love.
That sound that you heard over the sound of me coughing was a sound effect that we use. We do these over the Google Hangouts, and we do these over the Skype. We do these over smoke signals, and we do these over pigeons that fly. We do these over that, and then what happens is we have a little soundboard here, so you might hear some sound effects like that. We call that one the frown bone. The one you just heard a couple times was the doorbell. We use that guy for a game, a little meta game we call New Choice. And what happens when you hear that doorbell is whenever you hear that doorbell, you have to repeat what you just said, but you have to new choice what it was. So you can play that along. You can play along with us at home if you wanna, and you can play along for fun. It's fun for the whole family, except people that don't know the rules. Then they just think you have something. They call the police.
Or people like myself who have no soundboard, which I could not be more disappointed that I don't have a soundboard. I wanted to new choice your cough and tell you to come up with a different cough.
Different bottles fluid to come out of my mouth.
Yeah. Different
Different
evocation
color
of
of
your
phlegm.
sickness.
New choice of illness.
So be funnier if
You know what
you
that'll
had
degenerate to?
pancreatic cancer.
It'll spin. We'll just end up spinning the wheel of cancer by the end of the night.
Yes.
So, them's the rules for the Google sound effects here. Now we've got everything. You're all on board. Listeners at home, let's go ahead. We're going to meet our players. First off, we've got Christopher Froelich, a.k.a. Conan. Conan has a silent H in the middle of his name that has gone completely forgotten in all of Chimp Knuckles' promotional materials, and he's very upset about it. Conan, why don't you tell us more about it?
Well, as you know, guys, I was committed recently, and it was because the silent H thing. All this time I was just trusting Mike's assurances that my name had been spelt correctly, and then I got a text from a friend at like 2 in the morning the other night, and they were like, "Dude, like your name is wrong on everything." And I was scrolling through every piece of advertising and every show, and just the mounting amount of misspellings finally drove me to murder my two roommates. Um, and then ever since I've been divided into three split personalities.
I like
Me,
that. I like you take it out on your roommates and not Mike.
Mike is too far away. Mike's in DC and I'm in NYC. It
I'm far
doesn't
away.
work.
I think our show title for the night has already become The Mounting Amount.
The mounting amount.
How amount would it take to mount your amount?
How mountain was she?
How amount was she?
She had a mount, if you know what I'm saying.
So damn it. So all right, well that's Christopher Frolic. Ed actually has a very loud A in his name, and he wants to tell us all about it. Ed,
Hey!
that's great, Ed. Now we've met the players. And by the way, Conan, I actually had on my to-do list for this weekend, along with edit the show, was restore Conan's H. It was
Restore.
in my restore Conan's H.
It's so epic sounding. You are the chosen one, Mike. You must restore the H to its proper place.
Exactly.
Pantheon. I appreciate it.
I haven't actually noticed this. I need to see this for myself. The missing H.
I mean, it's the type of thing where if you didn't know there should be an H there, you would never assume. It's not like it's not the H at the end. It's not Trofer. I'm not calling him Trofer or Topher Frolis.
It's the type of thing that if you have a last name with a silent H in the middle and you're not consciously spell checking your friends, you might not notice it.
Exactly.
Oh no, don't die.
No guarantees. I do have a trusty can of Gatorade.
Yeah, there is no H. That is.
Okay.
Tonight's episode is brought to you by the letter H.
Hey!
H is for hat.
Ugh.
Hats that you can wear on your head. Heads that you can wear on your neck.
Okay, let's go ahead. We're going to jump into our first game. Our first game is a game called Try That On for Size.
Can I run it?
Yes.
Can I run
Go ahead.
it? Can I run it? Alright, so this is a game called Try That On for Size. Alright, how this game is played is we're going to give each of our players a sound effect, and they're going to have to. I'm going to start over because I tripped over my words.
You don't have to start over. I will
Oh,
edit it
no.
so it sounds beautiful in one
Excellent.
take.
Alright, so this is a game called Challenge for Size. In order to play this game, we're going to give each of our players an action, and they're going to have to come up with a sound effect that corresponds with that action, and then the other player is going to have to repeat that sound, but change the action, and keep doing it until they go bye bye, go boo boo. So just for an example, Mike, you're swinging a golf club,
I'm swinging a golf club. Try That On for Size.
and Topher would go.
Whoosh, I'm cracking a whip. Try that on for size.
And they just keep going back and forth until they lose everything. And I guess we'll do best 2 out of 3, 3 out of 5. I don't know. We'll just go until I get bored.
We'll play tennis rules.
Tennis rules.
40 love.
40 love.
But then you get like caught up in when you're both 40-40 and it just goes on just forever.
You have to win by 2 strokes. That's right. That's
Exactly.
Damn it.
It'll be just a marathon game the whole show. 2
All right,
hours.
So let's start. Topher, you'll go first, because I like well people. You are crop dusting. Plays this game of Try That On for Size. Are you ready?
Yes.
He's biased for health. Let's play this game.
Your session is crop dusting.
Crop dusting?
Yes.
I'm flying an airplane. Try that on for size.
I'm shooting a machine gun out of the airplane. Try That On for Size.
My cat is satisfied with the way I'm petting it. Try that on for size.
I'm winning the Jackhammer World Championships. Try That On for Size.
I'm running my hands up and down a plastic water bottle. Try that on for size.
I'm removing Bill Cosby's star from the Walk of Fame. Try that on for size.
I'm jackhammering. Try that on for size.
As already said.
Yeah.
So all right. So who starts this? I don't know.
Me.
You do. Okay, cool. You are being born.
Where? I'm being born. Try that on for size.
Where? I'm crying about my cough. Try that on for size.
Where? I'm filibustering healthcare reform. Try that on for size.
Is he though? Where? Soot has been poured into my eyes. Try that on for size.
Where? I'm a coal mine lobbyist. Try that on for size.
Where? I'm a sad goblin. Try that on for size.
Where? I am subtly trying to infer that it's time to call the ambulance. Try that on for size.
Where? I'm an old man and I was making fun of my 10-year-old grandson for crying, but then I stretched too far on my bed and I coughed. Try that on for size.
I'm also an old man and I'm trying to call for my nurse, but I coughed afterwards. Try that on for size.
You didn't make the noise.
You didn't make the noise. Didn't make the
The
noise.
one time I didn't cough tonight.
And it cost you.
All right. Is that 1-to-1? Is
It is.
this for all the marbles?
It's the tennis. It's even. You gotta win by 2.
I don't.
Everyone shout rules at
Marbles!
the coach.
All right. Topher, you are collapsing due to exhaustion. Try that on for size.
Ugh, I'm collapsing due to exhaustion. Try that on for size.
Ugh. I'm feigning ignorance. Try that on for size.
Ugh, I just saw the new trailer for Game of Thrones. Try that on for size.
Ugh. I'm a walrus that just had an orgasm. Try that on for size.
Ugh, I just found out we're having spinach for dinner tonight. Try that on for size.
Ugh. I'm a turtle that just ate some spinach and then pooped it out. Try that on for size.
Ugh, I have to break up with my current girlfriend, but it's such a pain. Try that on for size.
I got nothing.
All right. Topher wins due to tennis rules.
I won.
Because that is how tennis works.
Neat, deenie. You got served.
I did, and I failed to return.
Tennis. Hashtag tennis. Tennis with the knuckles. Yeah.
Tennis with
Tennis with the knuckles. Welcome to Monkey Sports.
These are games with monkeys. Next up is poop throwing using hockey sticks. Try that on.
Hear me out. Real life Super Monkey Ball.
Ah!
That's a video game.
You had me at monkey.
You had me
Super
at
Monkey.
You lost me at ball. Yeah.
Well, like doing that, but for real. We just get a bunch of chimpanzees.
That can only go well.
I don't know what it is, so I don't know if it can go good or if it can go bad.
Picture a monkey inside of a ball. And
that was very, very literal then.
Yeah, no, we're not being artistic. It's just a monkey in a ball, and the game is to just roll the monkey down a hill or whatever.
It sounds very
It's
cruel
like an
and
obstacle
unusual.
course or something.
No, they like it. It's cool.
Oh, okay. Then it's all right.
They're fine.
As long as it's
Fine.
voluntary monkey ball.
Yeah, they sign waivers with feces.
Do they like smush their hands with feces and it's like a paw print type situation, but not with dirt or mud, but it's just poop?
It's like a shit fingerprint.
Oh, that's really cute. I like that.
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh,
Aw.
you guys have painted a vivid image for me to do the Photoshop cover art for this episode, by the way.
That's what we're here to do.
I cannot wait. I did have to give up on my dream of doing like the one Photoshop image I just could not accomplish. It's the only time I've ever been stopped in my tracks by a potential Photoshop image, and it was for I think it was the one where I was drunk. It was the 21st episode where the title of the show was going to be the All Frankenstein Hot Car Hot Rod Rally, and my plan was to draw a racetrack full of Frankensteins driving hot rods, but they're all on fire. So the Frankensteins are Some of them are trying to like wave the checkered flag or like attend to their pit crew, but they're afraid of fire, so they're just scared and running around. And the Frankensteins in the cars, they're equally afraid of fire, so they're just freaking the fuck out. And I just couldn't make it happen. But in my head, it's glorious. It's so beautiful in my head.
In my head,
Someday.
it's pretty glorious too. It sounded very detailed and thought out, and I enjoy it.
It's such
Well,
a
I enjoy
shame
what
that
it
I
could
couldn't
be.
make it happen. Someday.
One day.
One
Hashtag,
day.
I have a dream
Someday.
I have a dream.
about.
Okay, let's go on. We're going to do our next game. Our next game is a game we call Audiobook.
Da 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 na 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 na. I know you put music under these, so I'm just providing that.
I wish you guys
taking
could
over
hear the
bits.
music. Like, I wish we could incorporate that directly into the episode because then you guys could like sing along with it. But since
I wish that could happen too.
we tried that, that was the first episode. I tried having it piped through the speakers, and then I kept asking you guys if you heard the music, and no one ever did, and no one knew what I was talking about either. So I would just chime in the middle of a sentence like, "Do you hear music? Do you guys hear music? Do you hear it yet?"
What I wish for truly and honestly and very emotionally. This is real, guys. I wish we could do the show together in one place,
That
not
would
from
be
different
great.
states.
CK Live, we should totally do it.
Oh,
Yes.
man.
Chimp Con.
We should
Chimp
do
con.
it. Chimp con. We should
Welcome
team
to
up
the
with
con of
Louis
chimps.
Louis C.K. Live. We'll just open for him. No, but he would probably be awesome at this, at improving.
Are you saying he'd be good at comedy? I'm not seeing it.
Now, I mean, I know. Hear me out, though.
No.
Okay. Well, never mind. So, Audiobook. Audiobook is a game played by our two players, Ed and Conan. They're going to be retelling a famous story, the audiobook of said story. And we're going to switch chapter to chapter using this guy here, this noise. That is the sound of a chapter changing.
Ching.
As we switch through each player, they're going to retell the story as a character that I assign them. And so the story that we're going to use is the story of Hansel and Gretel. So
Good.
Hansel and Gretel is the story, and your characters, each of you, Conan is going to play a man who is convinced that someone's trying to break into his home because he keeps hearing noises. And Ed is a very clumsy cat burglar.
Okay.
So those are your two characters. The story is Hansel and Gretel. Conan's going to start. Players of the game of Audiobook, are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Begin.
All right. So tonight, Daddy's gonna read you kids a new story. This was a really famous one. It's called Hansel and Gretel. It's a classic. It's actually the story of a little boy and a little girl, much like yourselves. Okay. So the story takes place in ancient Germany, and there are two little children, Hansel and Gretel. One day they go out for a walk, and they decide they're going to go and journey through the woods. So Hansel and Gretel are. Oh, did you guys hear that? No. And then so they're laying down breadcrumbs so that hopefully on the way home they will be able to more easily find their way back. Okay, that time I definitely heard something. You guys are sure? Nothing? Okay, no, Daddy's just been a little stressed out. It's all right. And then, so the witch kidnaps them. I really think there's somebody outside. I'm gonna, all right, bedtime, the story time is over for now. Well, okay, I'll still tell the story. I'm gonna go downstairs and I'll tell you the rest of the story. I'm just gonna have a look around. Okay. So yeah, the witch captures them. Her house is made out of candy. And they go and they eat the house. Ah! Honey, I thought there was someone outside. Yeah, I know I'm freaking the kids out. The kids are actually freaked out because I was in the part of the story of Hansel and Gretel where they were with the witch. I think they were scared more about the witch. I really think we need to get a gun here, honey. Yeah, I know it's a hot button topic still, but listen to me. Listen to me. All right, so I'm just gonna go to bed. Let's just try to put this behind us. No, I don't think we need to talk about this any further. No, I'm not. I'm not pushing you away. I'm not trying to step on your toes.
I wasn't sure if we needed to play documentary tonight. Now I know we don't.
Whoa!
Wow!
Wiles!
It's not a game!
Yeah. Okay. Do you guys want to try Captain's Log?
I'm always down for whatever you want us to do,
I,
Captain.
Okay. Let's try Captain's Log. Let's see. I'll try captaining. Let's see if I remember how this is done correctly.
Ooga shaka.
I'll do the captaining and I'll do the cash registering. Okay. Okay. So our next game up is a game we call Captain's Log. Captain's Log is a game for all of us. Two of us are going to be conducting a scene. That is going to be Ed and Conan are going to be reenacting a scene as told by our captain, who's going to be introducing us to entries in his log. The captain will start off by recounting a mission that his crew embarked on, and then as soon as he's done explaining the mission, our two players will provide an audio log of that scene, and the captain will periodically stop to update us on what happened. So, we need a suggestion for our mission. I'm going to turn to our good friend, the Random Noun Generator, on the internet here. There's a web page that we like to use, and it's my best friend.
I thought I was your best friend.
This is my best non-human friend.
Oh.
I thought Ed was your best non-human friend.
It's my best electronic friend.
Oh. I understand.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm going to generate me some nouns. And college is our suggestion for the mission. So the mission involved college. So.
College.
Woohoo!
Wee.
Wow! Wow!
Away!
Away! Players in the game of this is a game of Captain's Log. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's begin. Captain's Log, star date 79.3. Our mission took us to a strange planet full of young sorority and fraternity members gathered in some sort of feast. I could not make out what was going on, so I sent an away team to investigate.
What's up, bro? Trying to get into the party.
Hey, how's it going? Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Nice. Oh,
dude, knock it off. I know you're not drunk. You didn't drink a single thing tonight. You are
No,
stone cold sober.
yeah, I only had like 5 minutes, so whatever.
Dude,
My crew soon returned inebriated, and I had no choice but to place them into confinement. Upon returning to duty, they showed strange signs aboard their ship while conducting their duties.
Captain, I'm not actually drunk. It was James who came back, who tried to get in with the college people on the planet. I didn't do anything. I
No,
don't know why
it's totally
I got locked up.
him. It was totally you suck. I hate you. Shut
That's
up.
really nice to know. Thanks. You're really disappointing as a human being while inebriated. You know that? It's really cruel.
After my crewmates finished dressing down the lamppost they were confusing for me, I sent them to their quarters, where they soon escaped and found themselves once again on the planet, engaged in what the locals called a panty raid.
You want me to do what?
Just here, take these panties, man. Take these.
And
take
do what with them?
them.
Why are we holding random women's undergarments? It seems
put
wrong.
your face, like, sniff them.
I'm not gonna sniff them, dude.
That is some vajayjay scent up in there. You want that in your nose.
we soon were faced with no choice but to leave the elderly college planet, where we returned to base with a deck full of grandma's panties. I can only conclude that this mission was a fantastic success and hope to revisit the planet soon. Still on the fence about this game. I feel like we need practice. I feel like it really has something to it, but I'm still not sure.
I really like the premise of the game. It seems fun.
I feel like we're finding our way with it. But I've yet to actually have to edit a show where we've done this game yet. So I still haven't had to like make the decision whether to cut it or not. So like
Sure.
The public could never know this game exists. This game could never make it to any of the shows, and no one will know the difference. And that's the benefit of having editing, is that we could do this until we get it where we know for sure it's awesome, and we could use that as the first example of the game. So we'll see. I don't know. I think it worked well. I don't know. Well, we will see. But in the meantime, let's go on to our next game. Our next game is a game that we've been busting it out again lately. It sat in the shadows unnoticed for years and years and several months. It's called Sound Effects.
Sound Effects.
Sound Effects. Sound Effects is a game for our players Ed and Matt. It is for Ed and Matt.
Hey-o.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm Matt. Hi. Hey-o.
Wow, cunt.
Ha-ha. Call me Simba, please. I like that.
I love it when you call me Strumpa.
I
Call
love
me
it.
Strumpa again.
Call me Strumba.
It's for our
Say it dirtier.
Really hold out the S. I like that.
It's for our players Ed and
Slimier and greasier. Just lather me up in strum. I want you to fill me with sugar. I love candy corns.
Matt really does love candy corn.
that's the one. We did it.
So it shall be done.
Okay.
All right, so bye, Matt. Come back another night.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Later. Since Matt left, Ed and Conan are going to be our players for this game. The way Sound Effects works is our players are going to conduct a scene based on a suggestion we're going to get from our trusty random noun generator. And during that scene, I'm going to be fucking with them with a bunch of sound effects on my phone here. And they're just going to have to deal with it. Because I'm God, bitch. I'm coughing God. Yeah. So, we're going to get a suggestion for our scene. The suggestion is pasta. Pasta is your suggestion for your scene. We're going to give you some sound effects as we go. We're going to sprinkle them on in there like some Parmesan cheese. Good.
Can I just say something? Can I just say yum?
No.
Oh, well, I said it, so I know what we're going to do. Deborah!
Okay, sound effects. Your suggestion is pasta. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Begin.
Yeah, I'd like to just order a plate of pasta, please. Thank you.
I'm sorry, just a simple plate of pasta? I bet you want spaghetti with marinara. This is a 5-star Italian restaurant, sir. We go out of our way to just grate the finest squirrels onto all of our... See,
You okay there, sir?
You only do that in Italy. You only do that in Italy. And,
Only
and
do
you
what
just
in
want
Italy?
great squirrels onto your food.
Oh, yeah, well... no,
Just
if I
like
could just
that.
have plain pasta, just plain, please. Thank you.
But we have so much more to offer. I don't...
Listen, I appreciate that. But, you know, I don't really need you to go the extra mile for me tonight. I would just like some plain pasta, you know, just boil it, serve it to me, and that'll be good. Just fine. Are you okay?
No, I've just been having these weird like visions lately.
Yeah, and you keep drinking out of my soda. I really don't appreciate that.
Bill.
Okay, well, can I just get a new drink as well then?
I mean, we don't have free refills.
And I really
Okay,
don't appreciate
someone's done
that
with
you
the
seated
bathroom.
me right by the bathroom.
So,
I feel
someone's
like
done in there. Let me go in real quick and let me take care of my business real quick. I'll get your soda. Ah, damn it! The ducks beat me to it. Ah, man, this is just.
this is a very filthy restaurant. I think I'm gonna leave if that's all right.
Well, this is fresh stock.
Okay.
Those
Okay,
ducks
I
don't have
mean,
much longer to live. Those ducks
since
are
I'm
going
not
to be
really
together.
interested in eating the duck per se, the freshness of it doesn't
Right,
concern
right,
me.
right. Spaghetti with marinara.
Listen, I'm just gonna see it another night. Like free dinner was nice of you to offer and all, but this is too much trouble. So goodbye now.
I mean, I never offered you free dinner, but I mean, finally my
Hey,
turn.
hey, 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 Bob! Did we just lose a customer? What are you doing out here?
I mean, I'm.
Well,
My second character didn't get to be alive that long, and I am sad.
Character 2!
It's a cliffhanger. What happens to Bob?
okay. So both of those last two games, I'm on the fence about whether we'll end up keeping them. So with that in mind, as our backup, can we do documentary, just in case we need to fill another game?
I will play as many games as you ask me to, Mike.
Oh man,
Hoorah,
actually
we've
making
got
record fucking
spirit.
time. How the
How
fuck? How is it
about
only
you?
9:30? We're through like half the show. That's
Because
crazy.
we did like no
Because there's
banter.
two of
I know.
us.
There's two of us and there's three of us total. One of us is mostly cough and phlegm. So yeah, that explains it. Yeah, let's do. So we'll do a documentary in case we need to cover our bases and make sure we have enough content for a show. Because documentary, I feel like, is always a winner. It's very hard to fuck up documentary somehow. Even though it's a hard game to do, we've got it down to a science. So, okay. All right. Yeah, so I guess, Colin, would you mind being our documentarian?
I do not mind.
Oh. So, okay. So,
Get
Doc-
money.
what?
Get money.
money.
Money. Chimp money. So, documentary. Documentary is our next game. We are going to. How? Documentary is a game for all of us. We are going to have two of us, myself and Ed, are going to be playing animals. And these two animals are going to be chosen at random by our random noun generator. And we are going to be receiving some documentation. We're going to be covered by our intrepid documentarian, Conan. And Conan is going to be describing all the wonderful, majestic behavior of the animals that he's witnessing. That was me sipping Gatorade. We was another customer.
You gotta stop losing customers, Bob, you fucker.
We don't have any customers.
The customers lose themselves.
They get lost in a sea of tables. My voice is changing for whoever that is every couple seconds. Oh boy!
All right,
let's
so
watch a documentary.
the random noun generator has given us Kenya. It's not an animal, but I feel like we can work with that suggestion.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh
no!
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
Yeah.
All right, so Kenya is our suggestion for animals, and so players, this is the game of documentary. Kenya is what's happening. Are you ready?
Yes.
I don't
All
know.
right, take it away, documentarian Conan.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to beautiful Africa, where today we are going to be focusing on a Kenyan wild dog. It's a crazy animal. It's like not domesticated puppy, like not good boy Rex, more like, ow, predator bit me on the ankle. Much pains. So, the thing about these crazy wild dogs is that they're so easy to track, leave little cute puppy paw prints in the dirt of the savannah. And so, it's very easy. You don't even need to put a tracker in their ear, like giving them earring piercing. And they make a very distinct howl, which, if we listen closely, we can hear the doggies calling to us.
Oh! Oh!
So cute. That is the thing about everything in Kenya. So much cuter than other parts of the world. So, oh no! It looks like little pup. It's very sick. Well, this doggy in for a very special treat because I have a veterinarian degrees in 3 languages. So we go. Oh, I know you like that being tickled right under your chin, don't you, my puppy dog? Oh, it's creepy if you laugh too much. But serious. Very good. So The thing that you have to worry about with these dogs, you could see a healthy one coming up from me from behind, trying to bounce off of my back, is they are very cannibalistic society. They will eat one another when one is weak. Stop biting! Bad doggy! Bad! No, this is not Darwinian society! Get out of here! You can snarl all you want, I have bigger foot than your face! I'll kick you! There are going to be 2 doggies with injuries if you do not stop! Alright, time to kick! Kapow!
Wow, ow!
What was that, Mike?
Hang on. Well, that was something.
It always is.
It always something. Oh, that one's something pretty hard there. That was good. There's such a new level of improvisation when your immune system gets in on the action.
And you literally cannot predict what you will do next.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot predict. I cannot predict how I will fluid next.
So I'm definitely having a lot of fun with this, but I imagine that people who are listening after a while, they're going to be like, no, some poor guy is just sick. I don't feel good about this anymore.
This guy's getting me sick over my ears. I don't like it.
I don't want. No, it's more like I don't want to eavesdrop on someone's misery, I think.
Oh, I
It's
do.
fine.
I absolutely do.
You know,
I
Jon
like
Stewart
it.
used to go on the air sick all the time. He used to. My mentor, Jon Stewart, used
Well, you
to.
know what I think, Mike? You know what I think? I
Yeah.
think Jon Stewart is half the man you are, so.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
And by the way, when I referred to Jon Stewart as my mentor, what I meant was I went to a taping of The Daily Show once and yelled at him. I don't
Is
think
that a
he
true
heard me.
story?
Yeah. Went there once and I was like, John! And
If I ask Jon Stewart if at some point in a taping of The Daily Show someone screamed his name, will he say yes? Will he verify that story?
it's possible that it might have been replicated once or twice, but I mean,
So you're not original, is what you're saying.
the man's been on the air for like 20 years. Who can say how many times that one extremely improbable event has occurred?
And now he's no longer on the air.
Now he's not on the air. Now he's not on the air.
Now you gotta scream Trevor. Oh no.
You
Trevor!
You just gotta.
Trev! So, okay. Let's go ahead. We're going to do another game called It'd Be Funnier If. It'd Be Funnier If is a game for our 2 players, Conan and Ed. This is a game where they're going to conduct a scene based on a suggestion that we're going to get from a random noun generator. And then periodically throughout said scene, they're going to get some, let's call it artistic direction from somebody who is very, very self-assured that they know how, in fact, it would be funnier if. And so they're going to just call out a way and if it'd be funnier. Like, for example, if I say, it'd be funnier if Ed's arm were full of... Then, at that point, I turn to the random noun generator again to finish our thought. Bees!
Does it actually say bees?
Yes, it says bees! Yay!
Oh my goodness.
Full of bees! And then from then on, Ed's arm is full of bees.
That is just beautiful.
The reason, so, the first time we ever played this game back in the old comedy troupe at RIT, Jared Clark, who's occasionally drops by,
Who was in one episode.
was in one, and
By.
by occasionally I mean one episode. He was playing the game. It'd be funnier if the very first time we tried it out, and the suggestion, and at some point someone just said it'd be funnier if the stomach was full of bees, and then he just pauses and he goes, "It's full of bees!" and he just yells about he's full of bees, and that was the end of the scene. That was it.
From humble beginnings.
And then we knew we had a hit on our hands with it'd be funnier.
And then we did.
Yeah. Indeed. Okay. So, for our scene, let's get a random noun suggestion here. Your scene suggestion is Himalayans. That's vaguely racist, actually. I think.
I thought it meant like the mountains.
No, Himalayas, but this says Himalayans. Like, you know,
then
those
yes.
those dirty Himalayans.
It's the addition of the N, the letter
It's
N.
the N. Once again, an N has ruined a word.
Once
Damn
again.
it.
So
Once
Himalayans.
again.
Ns and H's. I don't know what's up.
Yep. Yeah.
And
Those.
dude, N's and H's, man.
I don't know why that reminds me of Conan. Were you around for the for when with the deaf kids? Oh, I just ruined the fucking punchline. Fuck.
From the punchline, I know what the story is. So you
Often
haven't
I
said
have
it
been
on
around
air.
deaf kids, yeah.
I will nix the punchline from the actual tape, the actual finished
You
thing, but I'll
haven't
tell
said
the
it on
story
air.
though.
I will.
Oh, okay. So there was another RIT story. RIT, for those of you who don't know, is home to the NTID, the National Technical Institute for the Deaf, and so I think it's about 10% of our population is deaf. And so walking by with deaf kids around and hearing kids together is a common thing. So at one point during one of our old comedy troupe meetings, I had to go to the bathroom, so I walk down the stairs, or I walk up to the stairs to go down, and like as I'm going down the stairs, I just kind of like shook a fart loose and didn't know what to do about it because there was a group of kids right at the top of the stairs, and I knew they heard me. They heard me just go step, step. So I just didn't respond. I didn't react. I just pretended like I didn't hear anything, and then I keep going, and then at the top of the stair, and by the time I get to the bottom, at the top of the stairs, I hear the kids go, "Fucking deaf kids, man." Okay. Anyway. Anywho. Okay, so Himalayans is your mildly racist suggestion for your scene. Players is the game of It'd Be Funnier If. Are you ready?
Yes.
Oh God.
Wait, what's our suggestion?
Himalayans.
That's right.
The mildly racist suggestion.
Okay,
It's fun for the whole family.
It's so fun for all the families.
For every family except for the Himalayan families.
Yeah, that's right.
Begin.
Good evening. I will be your guide up the mountain.
I'm actually really not feeling like going up the mountain today, Gary.
I think we should definitely go. You came all this way.
I mean,
It's
you
about
can
a
continue
few
walking
hundred
if you
feet.
want. Gary, all I have to say is that yesterday you took us to that restaurant and the food was terrible. I'm really not so hot on anything you're doing.
I mean,
anymore.
it was prime, authentic Himalayan cuisine. So
I always say, every man is entitled to his own opinion. You're entitled to think that, but you are objectively wrong.
it whether you liked it or not, it was authentic.
It'd be funnier if the mountain was on mirrors.
And I mean, look at that mountain. There's just crushed mirror underneath. There's some seriously bad luck associated with that mountainous range. I'm not going to go up it. There's no reason to.
Well, I think that you could. I mean, you could. I mean, we had tourists before try and climb down the mountain, and then we had to crush up the mirrors. So
what does that
you
mean
should-
to me? How is that convincing me to go on your little tour at all?
That we've made it 100% safer.
How's it safer? There's still the crushed mirror right there.
But there's only one direction to go, and as long as you wear closed-toed shoes and
What about
stay
the
on
bad
the
luck?
trail. I mean, luck is relative. I mean, some
I don't
people
agree
have it,
with
some
that,
people
Gary.
don't. I mean, you didn't.
It'd be
write the
funnier
number.
if Gary's head were inside of a tulip.
Gary, I feel like I've.
Right. What was that?
I was gonna say that the flower on your head is very nice, and that I was just looking for something positive in all this. God bless you.
I mean, it's good except it's springtime where I can't. I need to take a bench ride.
Here, take a tissue. Here, take this. All right, why don't you come sit down and have some soup?
No, we gotta go up the mountain.
I mean, I'm not
We
going
gotta go
up.
up the mountain.
It'd be funnier if the soup was full of skates.
I'd really like you to try this soup. It's hot, it's warm, it's nourishing, and there's skates in it.
The soup is good, but I don't like the skates. I don't like rolly things in my food.
All right, well, if you really don't like the skates in your soup, I'll take them out for you. How's that?
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. So just give me a minute. I'll clean this out. Have a seat. You're just a mess right now, Gary.
But we need to go up the mountain. There's treasure at the top of the mountain.
Gary, you cannot go up a mountain. You're sick. You're sneezing. You need soup.
It'd be funnier if the treasure at top of the mountain was heat.
That's the only way I get warm.
What's the only way you get warm? What are you talking
end this
about?
winter. We can end this winter as we know it. This
It's
100-year-long
spring.
winter.
It's spring, Gary. Don't you remember? It's spring, and that's why you're allergic to the tulip right now. What are you talking about winter?
Well, you just had an answer for everything.
That's the game of improv.
Oh, man. I didn't realize that game was competitive, but Conan definitely won.
Oh no!
My
By the end of
forfeit
that,
at the end.
Ed was chewing out metal skates out of his soup while his head was caught in a flower, and he was looking for heat, and Conan was just like, nah, springtime. Springtime over here.
But he did say it was spring.
I did. You are correct in revealing my horrid lackluster shortcomings as improv on the internet.
That is not what I wanted.
Well, it's what you did. Deal with it.
Alright, I'm trying to think of other games that we can do with three of us. We can,
Dr.
Okay.
Junior.
we could do Doctor. Well,
What's Dr. Junior, where he has two heads?
yeah.
We can have a three-headed Dr. Know-It-All.
And a silly voice can ask the questions.
No, do Yahoo Answers.
Oh, that's right. Yahoo Answers. Yeah.
We could go through someone's recent AMA or an old one and just ask those questions of ourselves.
I
don't
we can
know.
definitely.
Have you seen it with Yahoo Answers though? It's pretty glorious.
It's
We can
pretty
do
great.
that. We can do that.
Yeah, we could do Yahoo Answers with somebody doing a silly voice as the person answering the questions. That would work.
Let's do that.
All right, Conan, would you like to be our silly person answering the questions / one of the heads of Dr. Know-It-All?
So what do I do to go to Yahoo Answers? Do I just go to yahooanswers.com or something?
Yeah, so you go to just Yahoo Answers, and then usually on the first page you'll find like it's a huge cornucopia of questions. Like you can usually find, like, for example, right now there's for example, right now there's a question called that just is the question is just
Oh, I've got it. Okay, I see.
it's just the question
just-
is just women are worthless question mark.
All right, let's do this.
Oh,
I'm ready.
No.
And then another question is Nancy Reagan is dead question mark.
Okay, I think I get
They're
it.
beautiful.
Everyone, tonight we're going to be playing a game called Dr. Know-It-All, where we bring in our three-headed specialist friend of the show, Dr. Know-It-All. As would indicate by his name, he has the answers to everyone's questions in the world. So tonight, I'm going to be asking the doctor your questions. We're going to be finding out the mysteries of the universe. Players, this is the game of Dr. Know-It-All. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
The order is going to be Ed, Mike, the order is going to be Ed, Conan, Mike. Let us begin. Okay, everyone. The first question for tonight, what's a good number of friends to have?
16.
Friends.
Is
A.
Adequate.
number,
2.
Have.
but
When
17.
friends
appear.
In.
a
Dream.
Then.
you
Wake.
Up.
and
Cry.
Enormous.
tears
Of
Joy.
because
no
Person. Person.
wants
my
Enormous.
nuts.
Okay then, very good. So optimally you would like to have 16 friends, but if you have 17, they don't want you to have big tears in your big nuts. Totally understandable. Okay, so I have another question for you tonight, Dr. Know-It-All. How long should you wait before tying the knot with someone?
shoelaces.
Should.
Never
Tie
Themselves.
because
shoelaces.
Are.
inanimate
Objects.
Which.
are
Worthless.
To.
Me.
Okay, very good. So you should not tie your shoelaces because they are worthless to you. I understand completely now. Dr. Know-it-all, if I may, how can you tell if a friend is lying in a text message?
Simply,
Text,
Your.
penis,
picture,
To.
their,
mother.
Fucking.
phone.
You.
Bitch.
Oh, okay, very good. So simply text your penis picture to their motherfucking phone. You bitch. I understand. Thank you, Dr. Know-it-all. It's a very illuminating and informative answer. So if I could just take a moment, Dr. Know-it-all, and also ask your opinion, how to dress appropriately in the gym?
Nothing.
Can.
Prepare.
You.
For.
The.
Hotness.
Of.
My.
Body.
When.
Wet.
From.
Sweating.
Profusely.
While.
Jacking.
It.
Up.
And.
Down.
Oh,
Up.
very.
Sideways.
And.
Down.
Sideways.
Again.
Tasty.
Treats.
Mmm.
Wow, Doctor. You know, I find that every time I listen to you speak, I gain a little more wisdom. So the appropriate way to dress in the gym is to get wet while jacking it and sweaty going up, down, sideways, and having yourself a tasty treat. I understand completely. So Dr. Know-it-all, we only have time for 2 more questions tonight, so we're going to get very close to finishing up now. My next question would be, describe Donald Trump in 1 word. Although for you, Dr. Know-it-all, please use more than 1 word. Describe Donald Trump, please.
Delectable.
Man.
Child.
Very good. I think so myself. Thank you. So Dr. Know-it-all, tonight's last question for the night is not going to be that. Holy shit.
Now
Dr.
I'm curious.
Dr. Know-it-all, what was the last good movie you watched?
Movies
Are.
Nothing.
without
Comparison.
To.
other
Types.
Of.
art.
Such.
As.
Performance.
Painting.
With.
Deer.
Antlers.
Attached.
To
My.
Junk.
heap.
Of.
Testicles.
Tasty.
Treat.
Mmm.
Very well, Dr. Know-it-all. Thank you so much for coming out tonight and answering the listeners' questions. I think we have all learned something very special and powerful tonight. And let's give a round of a hand for our good, esteemed doctor.
Hey!
So what was the question that
No, I'm
was-
not. No. It's
When we're
not.
off
It's
air.
not because it's funny that I'm not going to say it, dude. If it was funny, I would have said it.
Well, I too have Yahoo Answers up, and I'm curious. Let's see if I can guess the horrible question. Is it women are worthless? Question mark.
No, that's funny.
Oh, is it how do I become a part of rape culture? It sounds like good fun. How do I join?
I mean, that's borderline, but that's still not as bad as what I saw.
I got nothing. Everything else is legitimately funny to me.
That's good.
I love how a large percentage of these are legitimate with just trolling, like just teenagers like this is funny.
Yeah, I get that sense from looking at it.
Oh Yahoo.
Oh, Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Yeah.
That wasn't a cough. That was the sound of Yahoo stock.
Yeah.
diving. Yahoo. Whales. Okay. We're gonna bring it on home. I'm out of Gatorade, so we're gonna do this dry. I got nothing to quench my thirst with and to seal my throat. So we're gonna do this. We'll do this as well as we can. So we're gonna close it out with some sex positions here. Sex positions is a game where we are going to go in order. We're gonna be going Conan, Ed, and myself, and we're gonna each take turns coming up with a sex position that we're going to name, and the rest of us are going to go in order and describe said sex position before the sex positionee will explain the true meaning of said sex position. So, Conan, why don't you start us off and give us the name of a sex position to define?
Yes, of course. Please tell me about the charitable curiosity.
Well, the charitable curiosity is when you walk up to some really, really shy people, and you feel like you're doing them a favor. You're doing some charity by giving them a chance to prove themselves sexually. But your curiosity just destroys you every time because they all end up as psychopaths who then rip your insides out and just gobble them up in front of you while you are screaming and bleeding out and breathing your last breath.
Tasty.
Treats.
Well, now you hear the charitable curiosity and you think it sounds rather highbrow and rather elegant. You'd be wrong. The charitable curiosity is really just the glorified name for a glory hole in a Goodwill.
The actually the charitable curiosity is simply when, out of the goodness of your heart, you help those less fortunate than you. It's when you volunteer to have sex with the homeless.
That is a curiosity.
It is curious, let me tell you.
Well, once again, we turn to Mr. Chin's Oriental Supermarket and Restaurant takeout menu.
Oh, it's a supermarket now. They've expanded.
Oh no, it's the same menu.
It was always a market, but was it ever super?
I have been in this place exactly once several months ago.
Well, you owe them a visit now. You owe all the free freaking press we've given them to all of our Zero fans in Mississippi.
Wait a minute, because Ed gave them free press, he owes them going there?
Listen, there's a reason we only have like 1,000 listens. I'm not good at business.
I think if Ed gave them free press, they owe him free food.
Well, anyway.
You heard it, General whatever supermarket. I'm calling you out.
Anyway, I'm very excited to know what the asparagus combination is.
I feel like we've done this one before.
Yeah, this is awfully familiar. You know what this reeks of? Asparagus.
I don't think we've done asparagus combination.
Maybe I'll just do that in my spare time.
We could also do the boiled beef in hot oil.
I like that one. That one sounds sexy.
That one sounds.
It has 2 peppers next to it, so you know it's hot.
Hot.
That sounds saucy.
Okay, the boiled beef in hot oil? Is that what we're talking about here? The boiled beef in hot oil is what happens when you seduce a fine young heifer, and you lay her down on the beach there, and you just kind of, you get the sunscreen on her nice and good, and then you just, you sedate her, and then you let her sit out there, and she just naturally cooks into a nice juicy steak, and then you fuck her. You fuck the steak. That's it.
Hot beef in hot oil?
Something like that.
Fine.
Braised beef in hot. Let me see what. Let's make it up.
Hot beef in hot oil, or as I like to call it, tasty treat, is when you get some hot chocolate and you layer it around your penis, and then it hardens. And then you have chocolate around your penis.
The end. Rather anticlimactic. What do you do then? Well, it's there.
I mean, you did it.
What? Wait, you thought there was a step 2? No! You're done! Go read a book. You're finished for the day.
Well, the boiled beef in hot oil is when, due to just the Earth getting warmer, all the oceans are now boiling, and so you take a cow and you just cover it in gasoline, so the hot oil, and then the gasoline it catches the cow on fire. The cow's like, "Oh no!" and runs into the boiling ocean, and then there's some banging in there somewhere.
Somewhere.
I don't know. You're
Hanging
naked the
around.
entire time.
Yeah, there's got to be some banging if you're naked. I mean, it's inevitable.
It happens.
It happens. Okay. Why don't you guys tell me about the Moroccan fish fillet?
So the Moroccan fish fillet was discovered in 1901 by a scientist named Edward Crichton Mazold. And what he discovered was that fish in the ocean, usually, the way that fish procreate is that a female will jettison all of her eggs in the water, and then the male will disperse his sperm over that. So the fish don't actually have intercourse. It's more like the body of water around them is one big soupy embryonic tank for them. But what we discovered with this specific Moroccan specimen, or rather, Mr. Edward, of course, discovered, I can't just go claiming credit for myself, was that these fish had actually gotten a copy of a porno film made in Germany. And after watching this and studying it over the course of a couple of decades, the fish actually began to fornicate in a manner similar to people. And it just shows you how trends come around again, where today we actually now take the techniques that the fish perform on one another and we copy that and bring it into our own lives in order to spice up marriages. And there you have it.
Nice. Well, the Moroccan fish fillet is actually when someone has piercings in their vaginal region, and so like it looks filleted, and you just happen to be in Morocco with maracas. It's the best country and the best kind of music, so and the best types of piercing. So I mean.
All right. Well, interesting choices, but the Moroccan fish fillet is what happens when you meet a man dressed immaculately like the Gordon's fisherman, and he whisks you off on his fishing boat to Morocco, and he tells you that he's gonna be making some delicious fish, but all he really does is just lock you in the dungeon of his boat, and then he just kind of has his way with you, and when you get back to shore. You find that every sight of the Gordon's fisherman on the box fills you with lust. And so what you do is you bring home a box of the Gordon's fisherman fish, and you just kind of, you warm them up, of course. You're going to put them in the oven, preheat them. And then when they're good to go, you just kind of go to town on the fillets. The fillets did nothing wrong, but someone's got to suffer because of what that Gordon's fisherman did to you.
I always love in this game how these things we describe become so highly improbable and unrepeatable. It's like, oh, that's when you.
That's when that thing happens. That all the sure, okay. I want you to think long and hard about the charitable curiosity answer, though.
Yes, think long and hard about it. Hard.
Goodwill
especially.
glory hole.
Oh. GWGH.
Good old Goog. Otherwise known as the sound one makes when finishing a Goodwill glory hole.
Tasty.
Listen, my name's Gordon, and I'll call you.
Away!
Away! All right. So we're gonna bring back a segment that created itself last week that I was very fond of. I want to hear what did you learn tonight? What have you learned?
Tonight I learned that Mike Devine is not just a comedian, podcaster, a citizen of Washington State. He's the kind of man who fights through terrible struggles, illnesses, despite everything, in order to persevere. And I think he's become a role model of mine tonight. That's what I learned. That you don't have to be impeded by colds, coughs. You can still be who you were meant to be.
Sorry, I was getting more Gatorade. I missed that part. Thank you. Ah.
What did you learn tonight, Ed?
Well, I learned that Kermit the Frog has a line that he doesn't cross when interviewing people.
Kermit, don't cross that.
But it's a good line to have, and I feel that we all need boundaries. It's just that Kermit makes his very, very clear, and that's something that's admirable, especially in this day and age.
All right. I learned that if you cough enough, blood.
And tonight, I learned that the people of the internet are sick, disenfranchised sycophants who have nothing better to do than to try to promote the mind of an innocent puppeted frog. Good night.
It's okay, Kermit. It'll be all right.
It's not all right.
It'll never be
Nothing's
all
the
right.
same anymore.
Yay!
Ah!
Okay, that was Chimp Knuckles. We are all over those internets, in case you haven't noticed. We are on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Tumblr, Pinterest, somewhere in there. We're on all the internets.
Actually?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we ever will be at this point. That ship has sailed.
Well, I mean, what pictures would we post in this audio-only format?
Exactly. That's kind of where I ran into a wall.
Just post the same logo just repeatedly.
Yeah. Every time we face a visual medium, I'm stumped.
Actually, that would be kind of funny to have a Pinterest with every single picture is the same picture. You're just perpetually scrolling through the logo of the four Knuckles.
Here's us recording show 21. It's just the Knuckle logo. Same fucking time.
Your Photoshop game is pretty strong. So
I feel like if nothing else, I love that this is an excuse to essentially improv photoshopping for me. There's always some beautiful line I can take out of any show that I can make into something ridiculous, like arms made out of arms. With no context whatsoever, that's the best line you could possibly have to work with as a starting point.
I don't even remember what you're talking about.
No. Oh no, I do. It'd be funnier if it was a sublime. It'd be funnier if where it was. I guess I paused the game and I said it'd be funnier if her arms were made of, and then I hit random noun generator and it came back arms. Arms. That one was great actually. Now that I remember it, but we're not on Pinterest. We're on www.chimpknuckles. We're on all of your podcast apps. We've got the iTunes. We've got the Pocket Casts. We've got all of the Stitcher. All of the various podcasting we're on Google Play Music, but I personally can't find the podcast section. They won't let me see it. Apparently it went live, but my account is not able to access it for some reason. So if you could find us on Google Play Music, tell me how, please. Because they're not letting me see it. But they claim it's there, those bastards. So, whatever. We're on all of the podcast apps. You can find us on the internet at our websites. You can find us on YouTube for our videos and such. We do this every week or so-ish. Ben Sound does our music. He doesn't know it, but damn Ben Sound, he do. That's me trying to be. Damn Daniel was the first meme I don't understand, and it makes me feel old. I've seen it, I get the joke, but I don't find it funny, and I think it's because I'm old, and it makes me.
It's not because you're old. It's because it's not worth anything.
You should
okay.
you should not let the popularity of anyone dictate what you think about your self-esteem and your age. So.
Even like on Fleek. Even on Fleek, I understood the appeal. Damn Daniel, like I heard so much about it, and I'm thinking this is gonna be a funny video. And then I watch it, and I'm like, huh, this is like something I would make when I was 15 with me and my friends, and no one but us would find it funny. Why is it on Ellen? Help me understand, young people. I don't get it. Send me your thoughts to chimpknuckles@gmail.com explaining why the fuck Damn Daniel's funny. Please help me.
Everyone's like, I don't know.
No one knows. So Ben Sound does their music, our music, everyone's music. BenSound.com.
If there's music, he did it.
If there's sound, you can bet it was Ben. Oh, I forgot our little jingle. Wait, I'm gonna insert this back. I'm gonna insert this at the beginning of the end of the show notice, but I forgot to do our brought to you by. I forgot all about that. This episode has been brought to you by a bottle of Gatorade that has enabled my throat to be coated enough for speaking for all of an hour. Gatorade, it coats your throat.
I wonder if Ben Sound does like all the music like ever.
All of it.
Like
John Williams listed him as a reference of his.
Even back to like Mozart. Like you like
Beethoven.
It's like some like Radiohead song is like all done by Ben Sound. Like it's all
Well, it's like that ancient
Eminem
song for
is-
Battlestar Galactica that like everyone's covered over decades or over centuries and millennia, but it's from like an ancient civilization.
Ben Sound made the four chords of pop. Ben Sound is in sync.
He's all of them. Ben Sync.
Kendrick Lamar feat Ben Sound.
No, you mean Bendrick Lamar. That could be an improv game just by itself. Make Ben Sound into every artist.
That would be funny for maybe about as long as we've been doing this, if
like
that long.
Sounds like someone fell.
These are pens that I'm playing
Oh.
with because I can't, just sit still. The amount of time I spend playing with twist ties, considering my species, is just astronomical.
Especially considering that you're a human being.
Not a cat or
Not a cat or a rabbit or the dog. But just the frontal cortex that really throws that whole motivation into question.
I don't know.
But then again, look at these fucking twist ties.
I don't have twist ties, so the best I have is a bunch of Sharpie pens that I
Exactly.
just dropped. And it sounded like I just died. So,
It sounded like you fell off your chair.
I
I don't know
did.
why. It's like, ah, shit! No. Alright. So, until next time, Chimp Knuckleinos,
Chimp
Make a
ballerinas.
high, make a Chimp Knuckles. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Good luck.